My fiancé texted, "I shredded your passport because you're too obsessed with work travel. Now you're staying home. I had a flight to my brother's destination wedding in 6 hours." I responded, "Noted." Then I went to the emergency passport office, got a new one, and flew out. When I returned 2 weeks later with annulment papers from an attorney I'd met at the wedding, I-33 male was closing a deal when the text came through. My wife. Yeah. Married 3 weeks ago in a courthouse ceremony she'd pushed hard for. Should have seen that red flag waving. The photo loaded first. My passport, shredded into confetti, sitting in our kitchen garbage. Then the text, "You're not going to your brother's wedding. 2 weeks away from me?" No. I shredded your passport. You're staying home where you belong. We need to work on US. My flight was in 6 hours. The wedding started in 4 days. I stared at that photo for maybe 10 seconds. Then something clicked. Crystal clear. This wasn't a tantrum. This was who she was. Had been the whole time. I'd just been too stupid to see it. Typed back, "Noted." Immediately called my assistant. "Need the nearest passport agency that does same-day emergency service. I'll pay whatever it costs." She called back in 3 minutes. "Found one downtown. They do emergency passports, but you need proof of imminent international travel." "I have my boarding pass. Book me an Uber." Left the office. Didn't even grab my coat. My phone started blowing up. Ignored it. Made it to the passport agency at 2:30 p.m. The clerk looked at my shredded passport photo, my flight confirmation, and my face. "Your wife did this?" Soon-to-be ex-wife. She actually smiled. "Let's get you to that wedding." $400 in fees later, I had a 5 p.m. appointment. They'd have my emergency passport ready by 8 p.m. Flight was 11:30 p.m. Went back to the office. Packed my laptop. My phone showed 31 missed calls, 52 texts. Forwarded all of them to a folder titled Evidence. Got my passport at 8:07 p.m. Took an Uber straight to the airport. Checked in. Grabbed a whiskey at the gate. Finally read her messages. Started with, "Baby, where are you? We need to talk about this like adults." Escalated to, "You're being childish. Marriage means compromise." Then, "If you get on that plane, I'm changing the locks and throwing your stuff out." Final message, "Fine, go. When you come back, you'll see what happens when you choose your family over your wife." I replied while boarding, "See you in 2 weeks. Maybe." Blocked her number, ordered another whiskey. First time I'd breathed properly in weeks. Update 1, the wedding. The wedding was incredible. Beach ceremony, sunset, my brother marrying the love of his life. Everything a wedding should be. Day 2, I told my parents what happened. Showed them the texts, the passport shreds. My mom went silent. That scary mom silent. My dad said, "You're annulling this today." I know. 3 weeks married and she's destroying federal documents? Son, that's not a wife, that's a warden. My brother found me at the beach bar that night. "Dude, I have to be honest, I never liked her." "Why didn't you say something? Would you have listened?" "Probably not." She gave me weird vibes, super intense. Asked me 3 times if you were really committed to our family or just pretending. She what? Yeah, at your wedding, like she was checking if you'd pick her over us. That explains so much. That night I met another wedding guest at the bar. Turned out she's a family law attorney. We got talking. I explained my situation. She listened, sipped her wine, then said, "You have grounds for annulment, easy ones. 3 weeks? Fraud, coercion, destruction of property to control behavior. Any judge would grant it. How fast? I practice in your state. Just moved there 6 months ago. If you're serious, I can file the paperwork the day we get back. You could be legally single in 6 weeks." I'm serious. Good. Bring me everything. Every text, every threat, that passport photo will bury her. Spent the rest of the trip actually enjoying myself. My brother noticed, "You look different." "I'm getting out, I have a lawyer." Thank God, that passport thing, unhinged behavior. We flew back 2 weeks later. I'd gotten maybe 3 texts from her the whole time, sent from random numbers since I'd blocked her. "You need to come home, we need to talk. I'm sorry, I overreacted. Please. You're making a huge mistake." Landed Sunday evening. Took an Uber to our apartment. Her car was there, used my key, still worked. So much for changing the locks. Walked in, she was on the couch in a tight dress, makeup perfect, hair done, the whole production. "Welcome home, baby." Jumped up, tried to hug me. I stepped back. "No." "What? Baby, I missed you. Look, I made dinner, your favorite. Can we just..." I'm filing for annulment tomorrow. I met with an attorney at the wedding. The smile died. What? Annulment. 3 weeks of marriage. You destroyed my passport to control my behavior. That's fraud and coercion. We're done. You can't. That was a mistake. I was upset. A mistake is forgetting to buy milk. You committed a federal crime. It's my passport too. We're married. That's not how passports work, and we won't be married much longer. Her face shifted. Sweet to confused to furious in seconds. You're really doing this? Over a passport? Over you showing me exactly who you are. Someone who destroys things to control people. That doesn't get better. It gets worse. We can fix this. Therapy. I'll change. Nope. I walked to the bedroom, started packing. She followed. Where are you going? Hotel. Then my parents' place. You can have the apartment. You're on the lease. I added you last month. I stopped. Did you forge my signature? Her face gave it away. Cool. Adding that to the paperwork. Kept packing. She started crying. Real tears this time. Please, I love you. I just got scared. You travel so much and I thought if you controlled me, I'd stay. That's not love. That's hostage taking. I quit my job for you. That was news. When? Last week. I thought we'd start a family. I never asked you to quit, never discussed starting a family. You made that choice. You owe me. I owe you nothing. Finished packing, grabbed my suitcase. She blocked the door. Move. No, we're going to talk about this. Move or I call the cops. She moved, barely. I walked out. She followed me down the hallway, crying, begging, promising everything. Got in my Uber. She banged on the window. You'll regret this. Everyone will know what you did. The Uber driver looked at me. Ex-wife? Current wife? For about 6 more weeks. Dang. Good luck, man. Checked into a hotel, called my attorney. File first thing tomorrow. I want this done. You got it. Bring everything. Best night's sleep I'd had in months. Update 2. Filed the annulment papers Monday morning. My attorney was brutal and efficient. This is one of the clearest fraud cases I've seen. She destroyed federal documents, forged your signature on a lease, made threats. You're golden. She got served Wednesday at the apartment. Thursday morning, 6:47 a.m., my hotel phone rang. Mr. Last name, there's a woman in our lobby claiming to be your wife. She's demanding access to your room. We've asked her to leave. She's refusing. Went downstairs in my bathrobe. She was there, makeup smeared in yesterday's clothes, causing a scene. You can't just leave me. She screamed when she saw me. Hotel security was already positioned nearby. Ma'am, you need to leave, the guard said. I'm his wife. We're married. He can't just... I can, and I did. Leave. I quit my job for you. You owe me. You quit your job without asking me. That's on you. She tried to lunge at me. Security caught her. She was escorted out, screaming about lawyers and how I'd ruined her life. I went back to my room, filed a police report, called my attorney. She showed up at my hotel. Security removed her. Want me to send you the incident report? Absolutely. This helps immensely. That afternoon, the voicemail started. Her mom, how dare you abandon my daughter? She gave up everything for you. Her sister, you manipulated her into marriage and now you're throwing her away like trash. Her best friend, she told me you pushed her. I'm reporting you. That last one made my blood run cold. False DV accusation. My life could be over with one lie. Called my attorney immediately. She's threatening to claim domestic violence. Did she file a report? Not yet. She won't. She has no evidence. You have hotel security footage showing her attacking you. Don't engage. Friday, I went to get more of my stuff from the apartment, brought my brother as a witness. She wasn't there. We packed fast. As we loaded the last box, she pulled up, jumped out of her car. What the hell are you doing? Getting my things. Those are ours. These are my clothes, my electronics, my books. You can keep everything else. Started pulling things out of boxes. No, you can't leave me with nothing. My brother stepped between us. Lady, back off. This is between me and my husband. Soon-to-be ex-husband, I corrected. She turned to me. You told your family? You embarrassed me to everyone. You embarrassed yourself. I just documented it. We loaded the car. She followed us down, screaming. Neighbors were recording on their phones. Great. Got to my parents' house. Work my mom had made up my old room. You're doing the right thing, she said. Didn't feel like it. Felt like I was nuking my life over a passport. But I knew it wasn't about the passport. It was about what the passport represented. That weekend, my attorney called. She's contesting the annulment. Of course. Her lawyers claiming you lured her into marriage with promises of financial support, then abandoned her when she'd sacrificed everything for you. I didn't even know she quit until she told me. I know, we have evidence, but she's dragging this out. How long? Maybe 3 months. She thinks you'll give up and pay her off to make it go away. Not happening. Good. That's what I wanted to hear. The next week was chaos. She called my office claiming I'd stolen money from her. HR investigated, found nothing, issued her a cease and desist. She showed up at my parents' house at 1:30 a.m., drunk, pounding on the door. My dad called the cops. They removed her. I filed for a restraining order. She contested it. At the hearing, she claimed I was withholding financial support and alienating her from her family. The judge looked at the evidence. The passport, the hotel incident, the 1 a.m. drunk visit. Restraining order granted, 500 feet, 1 year, no contact except through attorneys. She sobbed. Her mom yelled at the judge. Both were escorted out by bailiffs. My attorney smiled. That just made the annulment a slam dunk. Update 3. Final. The annulment hearing was 8 weeks after I got back from the wedding. I wore a suit. She wore white, a white dress. To our annulment hearing, her attorney went first. Claimed I'd seduced her into marriage under false pretenses, promised to provide for her, then cruelly abandoned her when she'd sacrificed her career. My attorney stood up. Submitted. The timeline showing we dated 6 months before she pushed for immediate courthouse wedding. My financial records showing I never promised support. Her employment records showing she quit after I left for the wedding, not before. The passport destruction photo with timestamp. All 52 threatening texts. The hotel security footage of her attacking me. The police report from the 1 a.m. drunk visit. The forged lease signature. The judge reviewed everything. Looked at her. Ma'am, you destroyed your husband's federal document to prevent him from attending his brother's wedding. Is that correct? I was scared of losing him. So you committed a federal crime to control his behavior? Silence. You then threatened him, forged his signature on a lease, showed up at his hotel and attacked him, appeared at his parents' home intoxicated at 1:30 a.m., and violated workplace boundaries by contacting his employer with false accusations. He abandoned me. He left a 3-week marriage to someone who destroyed his property. That's not abandonment, that's self-preservation. The gavel came down. Annulment granted. This marriage is void ab initio, from the beginning, as if it never existed. Her attorney tried to argue about compensation. The judge shut it down. 3 weeks, no commingled assets, no joint property, no children. Your client has no standing. We're done here. Outside the courthouse, she tried to approach me. The bailiff blocked her. Restraining order, ma'am. She started screaming. You'll regret this. You think you won? Everyone will know what you are. My attorney walked me to my car. Congratulations, you're legally single. Like you never got married. Just like that. Just like that. I drove to my brother's place. He'd just gotten back from his honeymoon. It's over, I said. Hell yeah, it is. Beer? Beer. That was 3 months ago. Life now? Quiet, good quiet. Got my own apartment, different building, fresh start. Work's going well, got promoted actually. Turned out my boss appreciated me handling my personal crisis without making it the office's problem. My ex tried contacting me through mutual friends. They shut it down. Most of them had seen the court documents by then. Hard to play victim when there's photographic evidence of you shredding someone's passport. Heard through the grapevine she moved back with her parents, telling everyone I used her for 3 weeks, then threw her away when she wanted commitment. Her friends believe her. Don't care. Anyone who knows me knows the truth. Been on a few dates, taking it extremely slow. When they ask about past relationships, I'm honest. Got married way too fast to someone who turned out to be controlling. Got it annulled. Learned my lesson hard. Most women appreciate the honesty. One asked if I was emotionally available for a real relationship. Not yet. Maybe in 6 months, maybe a year. She respected that. We're still talking. My attorney and I grab coffee sometimes. She's become a legitimate friend. You're my favorite client, she told me last week. Because I paid on time? Because you got out fast. Most people waste years convincing themselves it'll get better. You saw the red flags and ran. I wasted 3 weeks. Still 3 weeks too long. But could have been years. Could have been kids. Could have been a messy divorce with asset division and alimony. Instead, legally, it never happened. The annulment wiped it from existence. Emotionally, I'll be cautious about marriage for a while. That's okay. Better cautious than trapped. What I learned: when someone destroys your property to control your behavior, believe them the first time. Document everything. Screenshots and photos saved my life. $400 for an emergency passport was the best investment I ever made. Getting married fast because someone's pushing for it is never a good sign. If your family doesn't like your partner, listen to them. My brother jokes that his wedding saved my life. Maybe it did. If she hadn't shredded that passport, I might have stayed longer. Might have convinced myself it was normal newlywed stuff. Instead, she showed me exactly who she was in one moment, and I believed her. To anyone in a similar spot, if someone tries to control you through threats, destruction of property, or emotional manipulation, leave. It doesn't get better, it escalates. I almost missed my brother's wedding because I married someone who thought love meant ownership. Instead, I made the wedding, met a good attorney, and got myself out clean. 3 weeks married. Void annulment, like it never happened. Best outcome possible. The aftermath. My ex apparently tried dating her backup guy, some dude from her gym she'd mentioned a few times. He Googled her, found the court documents, public record, and noped out. She blamed me for that too. Her mom sent my mom a letter calling me cruel and heartless. My mom sent it back with, "Your daughter shredded his passport," written across it in Sharpie. Her sister tried adding me on LinkedIn. Blocked. Last I heard, she got a new job. Good for her. Hope she's getting therapy. As for me, I'm good. Really good. Got my promotion, got my own place, got my life back. And I never have to worry about someone shredding my documents to control me again. Worth every penny of legal fees.